Look around and tell me I'm wrong. Look around and tell me I'm wrong. Get gone.
Having fun out, Jeffrey, driving up the mountain.
Smashing. I love the 1,000-foot drop.
You're not good with heights, are you, darling?
No. That's what's really good about having a right-hand drive vehicle, that you're not near the drop.
See, there's an upside to everything. You're such a natural optimist.
Absolutely.
So where are we going today, guys? We're going to see the prehistoric cave paintings. But to get there, apparently, it's about 200 steps up. So, that's good. Ah, good for the glutes, I guess. When I made it, it was made a little bit more challenging from the fact that I've managed to catch Jeff's cough, which doesn't improve my breathing, which is never great going up lots of stairs. Anyway, I made it without without expiring on the way up. It'll be great. I love a cave. Jeff is downstairs looking after Flynn. He doesn't like caves, he doesn't like heights either. It should be really interesting. I'm looking forward to showing it to you. So I'm back in Gus the bus, and the first thing is I'm very disappointed that I wasn't able to film in the caves. They were very, very strict about it. Well, A, it wasn't possible. There was no light. We each had to carry a little lantern to light the way, and we basically went inside the mountain. The mountain is hollow. It's amazing. It's just literally a labyrinth of the most amazing stalagmite and stalactite caves. I mean, up there with anything I've seen. Proper cathedral stuff, absolutely gorgeous, and all these amazing cave paintings. Some of the stalagmites and stalactites are black because of the fires that have been burned in there. But how people found their way in, because it's unbelievably black. At one point she got us all to switch off our lanterns, and then she went, oh well, see you later. And she said it wouldn't matter how long you were in here, your eyes wouldn't adjust because there is no light at all. And we were told not to touch any of the stalagmites and stalactites, because when you touch one, the oils and stuff on your skin are like plastic and they stop the growth. It stops the growth and actually makes it decalcify. There are 120 steps inside the mountain. Some of them are about a foot tall, or maybe even a bit more, and they were all made by hand by the farmer, his son, and I think a cousin, who used to go and carve the steps after they finished their work on the farm. They were all done by hand. I mean, even that is a force of some amazingness. Seeing the cave paintings, which I desperately wanted to photograph, was just incredible. And we're not even allowed to stand too close to them because the carbon dioxide of our breath and the body heat will cause them to degenerate further. And they have analyzed them, and they are animal fat mixed with either iron oxide or I think ochre, and there was another one, I think cobalt as well. You know, it went from being really primitive little stick figures to, you know, what was obviously a horse, and this huge fish, which is apparently only about 4,000 years old, and this is all done by carbon dating. The whole thing was phenomenal, and I mean, and very challenging, very slippy. You couldn't hold a camera phone or anything. You had one hand for the lantern, one hand for the railing, and you just had to keep up. You wouldn't want to get lost in there. You needed a level of fitness to be able to do it. It was not for the faint-hearted. I also wanted to tell you about the bats. The guide shone her torch up into this huge, it was like about 20 meters high, this huge cavern, and hundreds of bats just flew out and flew all around the cavern in the most amazing spectacle. And there was also a lake in there, a small lake that has living organisms in it, 2 living organisms, one which is like a tiny shrimp and one is like a little worm with tentacles, and they live on the bat manure, and they're both blind. But how are they in there? These caverns were absolutely huge. I mean, 20-30 meters high, and just like cathedrals. And we all whispered. Everybody whispered as we were walking around, because it did feel kind of like a holy place. You had to be very respectful. So we were whispering to each other. Remarkable. I wish I could have shown it to you, but I hope I've described it anyway. We're hoping to do a little walk this afternoon. It's such a beautiful area, and if I can just keep going. I'm not in the best of health. I have inherited Jeff's cough, so that made it slightly challenging inside the caves as well, because it's a little bit airless in there, and the humidity is quite high because it's so damp. Anyway, we'll see how we go this afternoon, and that was an amazing trip. Well, this is a good start to our hike. Across the bridge, it said. Okay. No bridge. Okay. Morning campers, calling you from Ubrique, which is in Andalucia. We're in this little village in the mountains. It's still a bit chilly this morning because the sun, I'll show you, the sun needs to come over the mountains. Can you see in the distance? There's the sun coming up. We're in this amazing park up. The parking ferry triumphed again as we were looking for a place. We're on our way to Seville now, and we wanted a stopover for the night, so we just found this little village in the mountains. Thought, oh, that looks lovely. Driving round and round and round little streets going, nowhere to park. So I thought, I know who we need. And so we evoked the powers of the parking ferry, and then, as if by magic, I went, oh look, there's a sign that says motorhome zona. Okay, and we followed it and we came here, and as you can see, this is plenty of space and it is motorhome heaven. And it's got waste disposal and it's got water, it's got everything you need, and it's completely free. So that was great, and we loved that about Spain and France and Portugal. They lay on facilities for people who are travelling, and I wish it was the same in the UK, guys, but it really isn't. The little white houses going up the mountains there, very attractive. Well, it didn't take long for the sun to come round, did it? Gosh, it's fantastic. Look at that. It was literally 10 minutes. Flynn and I did a little walk. I've got my lemons. There are orange trees all down the streets again. It's so lovely, and I cannot get used to seeing fruit on the floor. I mean, I can't get used to oranges and lemons just sort of laying on the pavement underneath trees. And they're great, they're lovely, there's nothing wrong with them. I guess the locals are so used to it, and there's so many of them, that they just go, oh well, never mind, just more of those. I'm very happy with my lemons that I have collected. And it's so lovely to have fruit trees in the streets. What an absolutely delightful thing. I think that would be gorgeous. I want you to just see this view. There you go. Isn't that lovely? When the sun hits these white houses here, that's gonna be a showstopper, isn't it? Isn't that gorgeous? It's gonna be a lovely day.
Chasing rainbows, jumping over hedges, flying like a sparrow through the rain. I've been taking chances, losing my umbrella. Grant your wishes 1 to 10. Just say when. Just say when. Just say